So before we organize everything, let's just go and mirror our setup, okay? So the easiest way to do it is just like grab all our nodes, Control C, Control V. We just like copy it over here. Don't worry, we're gonna organize everything. I just wanna be sure that we're doing a mirroring together and we're really careful. And let's just print another dot here. So that setup will be nice and clean. Fantastic. So yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. Now we have lots of places where we have a underscore L, LL, something, something, something. Let's just go and fix it. Cool. So we're just gonna select our nodes. We're gonna do Alt W and we'll, in a selected, we'll look for L underscore. We find all of those legs, all of those joints, sorry, and I'm just gonna replace it with R. So like that, just checking that everything is like cool, like that. That looks pretty good, and we just rename it. And yeah, we can leave the numbers ones at the end. That doesn't really matter. But if you want, you can just go Alt W, find number ones, and just replace them with nothing. And I cannot rename them because they're already existing, these guys. So I can just do ensure the unique names and just like hit the rename, and that's it. That renames whatever they can, but some of them stays as they are. So that's pretty cool. We rename everything. Let's have a look what's going on here. So it is still a right leg setup because we didn't change any joints. So as you can imagine now, we just need to go through every node and replace everywhere the letters L with R. All the blasts. The reason why we do not have HDA for that, I'm gonna explain it to you a little bit later. Why we're just doing everything like this. And I told you, like, you know, if you really don't want to have those hard-coded names here, you can have like a null node, something with the string in it, and you can just type the, you know, like the site there. I just think that for a learning purpose, as how to set it up is just easier like that. So I'm just gonna speed up the video and you can just follow through. Don't forget to rename your rig poses and basically every node. Now you're renaming our basically reverse food setup here, and obviously it doesn't really work right now. Let's just rename all the nodes as they should be, and whoops, I just need to go and just type here R. Let's just scroll it. R. We almost there, but let's just quickly debug it. So let's have a quick look here. What's going on here? You can tell that something is flipping up here, right? And I'm just gonna tell you in a second right now. So this is our skeleton after mirroring. So we want to have a looking axis X, the up axis Y. So we're not changing anything settings here, but we need to go and stash the transform, update the offsets. Stash the transform, update the offsets. And we still got the offset there. The reason why you have that offset is that when you mirror the skeleton gets kind of flipped. So we need to flip our axes, and it's the same thing for our ankle axes. We need to flip them as well. So you need to just go and do the -1, and you go do the stash transfer, update offset, start transform, update offset, and now you have a proper skeleton. Okay, so you need to remember to flip your axes for your aims and everything. The reason why it's like that, I understanding that you're looking at it and you say the skeleton is it's okay, right? But it isn't, because axis Z is actually flipped because we mirror with a scale. So you needed to go and like flip all the axes on all the look at, you know, solvers and etc. So, but that's cool. That's done here. The next step is obviously just go and like stash those inputs here, and the joint apply. Yeah, it looks good, and the blend is it's okay. We can just display it quickly. No flip, no thick, and voila, you have your right setup. Now I'm just gonna disconnect this one, and we will merge those two setups before we connecting to the blend node, because we want to have a left and right leg together coming to a blend. So let's see, just to see the names. Yep, names are correct. Yep, that looks fantastic. So we do merge. Oh, actually, before merging, the good idea will be just go and test it. Yep, you can see that something is wrong with our scale. We can fix it. Probably by accident just scaled that control, and for sure I was probably just scrolling down, and I just by accident just type a number here. Let me just fix it back. Let's change the colors of our controls to red. Cool, and everything else looks good. Let's check our FK controls. I'm pretty sure they don't have the right color. I change it to red, so the red will be red. So the right will be red. And yeah, so cool. We have our, this is our leg setups merge, and that merge will go into our blend, and here you go. Cool. We have a reversed foot here, the test pose, so we can just we can just bypass it for a second, and let's go back to the deform, and we just don't care about this rig pose, and we can just mirror skin weights because we paint this one, so we can just do here, do mirror, the capture mirror. Yep, here you go, and we go P. We could do from left to right, that's okay, not from a specific joints. Yeah, all should be looking good, but let's check it just for a second. Actually, I'm just wondering. No, didn't mirror actually properly the skins. Just have a look quickly. Okay, controls, no. Ball roll. Yeah, it didn't mirror the skins properly. I can tell that the toe isn't mirrored properly, and etc. So let's go back to our capture mirror, and we do L underscore that to R. Cool. So mirror from left to right joints, and we can lift the middle guys as they are. That's fantastic. That's basically it. So you basically learn now how to test your skeleton, how to, you know, use everything, how to set it up. And we're gonna be now doing a little bit some extra rigging, like switch space, and we will do some object level controls and enclose everything in HDAs and clean it up. So let's just zero it out, these guys. So we have our left and right setup here done. And the last thing to do right now will be just grabbing our left leg, just do Shift C to close it into subnetwork. The right leg, do the same thing, Shift C. Cool, and we'll just go and organize those nodes just by hitting a Shift L. We can remove those dots, which we don't need. And we have a nice cleaner setup now. And let's say do here right R leg setup, L leg setup. And the reason why I like to keep them now as a subnetworks, not like HDAs, it's because you can just save those nodes to the gallery, and you can basically reuse them whatever you're rigging. Very often that's the level where you're gonna edit it the most, like you're gonna add new controls, the thing's gonna change, move, and etc. etc. So It's up to you. You can save it as HDA, depends on your project, how you work in your studio. I prefer to keep at this level. I prefer to just keep it more open as a sub-networks. So whatever there's requests from animators, I can just go and add the stuff, reorder the stuff, and I just like more easier. And I have a more granular HDAs for like setting up IKs and something like that. But nothing stops you to just like have a, if you have hundreds of characters and they always, not hundreds, but if you have, more than one character, you're always setting up the same way. Why not? You can have this one as HDA. And actually your whole rig, when you look at it, we haven't really moved things like that here, like by hand and things like that. Your whole setup can be, your whole like a character setup can be saved as an HDA, and you can just have a few parameters to kind of, place the controls or things like that. And you can have just an HDA to basically do all the rigging for you. So there's one last thing which I just noticed now, is there's one join missing here, and let's investigate it. So this is a cool part of this tutorials, because we're doing them live. Like nothing is really pre-recorded, and I am basically trying to help you to solve the problem. So I actually know where's the problem straight away. It's just the naming is wrong, and look at that, we just fixed the name and everything get back to normal. That's it. That's our leg setups, and then we're gonna add some cool bits to it and just promote some stuff to the top HDA.